Longitude, 23.6345 degrees north. Latitude, 102.5528 degrees west. One man traveled, and one man returned. That man is Michael Bona. Welcome back from Mexico, everybody. Michael has
Hello, hi, how's it going, everybody?
He took the extensive Mexican cruise. He came back. It wasn't a cruise. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. None of what you said was correct other than the longitude and latitude.
I googled it.
Thank you. I have returned from the Holy Land of Mexico.
That is the Holy Land. Rio Bravo.
Yeah. Muchos gracias.
That might not be in Mexico. I think it's in Brazil. Rio Bravo, I'm pretty sure, is in Brazil.
It's Rio de Janeiro.
That's a place.
And Rio is a place, and Brazil is a place. Yeah. I don't think Rio, Brazil is a place.
What's funny was because, before they,
Maybe Rio's in Brazil.
Rio became the Mexican word for retarded, so... retarded de Janeiro. Hey!
I don't think any of these are fact-checked.
Look it up. Look it up.
Okay.
So Michael went to Mexico. It was a long week without him.
7 fucking days. 8 days, actually.
8 days and 7 crazy nights.
Exactly.
Or, no, I don't really know how long you were
They
gone.
were the craziest. They're not crazy at all. I went to bed at 11 o'clock.
He's a respectable adult.
Exactly.
You were in a foreign country, but you got responsibilities.
Exactly.
With the time exchange, you went to bed at 12.
I know. It was kind of a cool time exchange to change the time.
Did you have jet lag between coming back and going there?
No, it was fine. I actually, literally, all of Sunday, I woke up at 7, didn't get home till 9, so over, 12 hours of traveling.
Oh, so...
and it went by, so fast.
Yeah.
I read most of the time.
What did you read?
I had my Walking Dead compendium.
Oh,
so
sick.
I literally read this much out of this much, literally maybe 1/4 of the book.
Jesus. Yeah. I actually found your copy of number 1, the big one that you lent me, and I've still not cracked it open.
I know. It's not like you hid it anywhere. It was on a table.
Oh, yeah. I was like, look at what I'm never going to read.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
So, yes.
So this podcast, for those of you who are listening and tuning in, is going to be a little unconventional, as opposed to our regular topics and such. We're not going to be hearing too much from me. I want Michael to tell us his grand adventures, because it's not every day that the average person gets to travel to a foreign country and see and experience new things. So I've prepared a series of questions I'm going to ask Michael about Mexico,
okay.
And I'm going to say them all right now.
Also, some of the stories may be embellished for your entertainment.
Absolutely. Oh, it's incredibly dry stuff, so we kind of put some...
The Mexican cartel had me. I cut 3 of their throats. I got out barely with my life.
Broken arm, 2 fractured femurs.
Real story. I went to the convenience store, and I couldn't afford the chocolate bar.
Then I was mad at the clerk. I called him a cartel member, and I was promptly kicked out.
Like I told you, it's a little bit embellished.
Okay, I didn't slit their throats. And okay, he wasn't part of the cartel.
Okay, and maybe he wasn't even Mexican.
Welcome to my store. Thank you, come again.
Maybe I wasn't in Mexico.
Alright, I was in central Toronto. Sue me.
Sue me. Okay, I was in my house and I bought takeout.
I'm racist. Doug Ford for mayor 2018.
This is the programming you need.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Honestly, if Doug Ford paid us even $1,000, I'd campaign for him.
I'd pay him. Yeah, I'd pay
I'd
him.
pay him back $1,000. You can't buy me, Mr. Ford.
You know how stupid you are, right? Yes.
I like the cut of your jib. Here's $10,000, and promptly return that $10,000 check back to Mr. Ford. You still can't buy me, Mr. Ford.
What are you, Alex Jones over here?
I got kind of hot on that.
Goddamn Mexicans!
This is an all Mexican podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael. Day 1, when you left, it was a Sunday to Sunday thing, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You did your homework. I like it.
I know. I just remembered because
this interview is over. Do your fucking homework, asshole.
I'm borderline autistic. Don't get mad at me.
Also, I like the chair that I brought up. You're sitting in.
Well, did you want to sit in this chair?
No, it's fine.
I gave you the comfier chair.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. This one swivels sometimes.
Yeah, okay, interviewer, keep going.
So 7 days, 8 days, 7 nights.
Yep, if you're going to ask me stupid fucking questions, I'm just going to leave.
Okay. How big is your penis? Oh, it's micro? Oh, I didn't know that coming in. I'm sorry. Oh, you gonna get hurt by that? Yeah, shut the fuck up and answer my questions. So you got a copy of my medical dossier?
Yeah.
You think it's funny?
You really want to bring this up now?
You gonna laugh again in a wheelchair too?
Yeah. It's like making fun of a dude with a handicap.
All right. So tell me, your day 1, how did it go? Because you did some flying, and I've never been on a plane in my life. So.
I love being on a plane.
Yeah?
It's kind of creepy and kind of like super fun at the same time. But yeah, like literally, it goes from like fucking like 0 to 60 so fast. The plane just fucking like
takes off.
And the plane we took to Toronto was like a small plane.
Yeah.
Maybe fits like I don't know, maybe like 100 people ish.
Okay.
And so then we take off and we go to Toronto, and I think we had like, I'm trying to think of the wait time. Oh fuck, we almost missed our plane to Cancun actually.
Oh, okay.
Because we couldn't leave Canada, or we couldn't leave Sudbury till the fucking skies cleared. So we were like just about to make it. So then we finally get up in the air. Then we literally had to run to our
like boarding area.
Our boarding area, and it was last call.
Oh really?
So we thought we just got there, dude. And it was like last call, final call for like Cancun, and so we like fucking ran halfway across the airport because where they dropped us off was like the other fucking side of it.
What's the so hypothetically, if you miss a plane, can you, again, I don't know anything about fucking planes.
I guess we'd have to reschedule it.
You just catch the next one that leaves.
I think so. We'd have to call sell off vacation or something like that. It'd probably be quite a fucking ordeal.
That sucks. Well, glad you made it. Yeah. That's good.
So I made it. The plane there was like really nice. It was like a really big plane, and I watched La Bamba on the plane, and then first thing that happens at Bamba is a plane that crashes, and I'm like, oh wait, maybe this isn't a good movie.
Doesn't he die in a plane crash? Like in real life?
He does die in a plane crash. Yeah.
You're preparing yourself for the worst, and I like that. The plane blows up, and it's in loving memory of Michael Bona. You're like, oh my god.
Oh, damn.
So we get a parachute now or later? How's this going to work out?
So the plane ride was like pretty good there. I don't really remember it too much. It was good though. Like it wasn't too bad. It didn't seem really long. It was 4 hours.
Okay. The flight from Toronto to Toronto was like what, 45 minutes?
Yeah.
An hour?
Yeah. And so then the one from Toronto to Cancun was an hour or 4 hours. And so then we finally landed Cancun, and it's like, okay, where the fuck do we go now?
Yeah.
So we found out where we had to go, and we got on this bus. First person we talked to was a guy named Jose. And he was really cool. He's like, thank you for coming to my country. I really appreciate it. And he's like, how many words do you know in Spanish? And I'm like, it's funny because I know a lot of words in Spanish.
But they're all swears.
Yeah. But when I'm put on the spot, I know nothing. So I'm like, gracias. So I was like, oh, okay.
He's like, I'm going to teach you 3 words right now, white boy.
Back the fuck up!
That's 4! Oh my god. Oh my god. But he doesn't say it to you in Spanish, he just says back.
He screams in my thing. That's funny because I talked to him, kind of talked about stuff. And so you guys watch UFC here? He's like, no.
But he knew what it was?
I don't really think so.
Oh.
I think I was mixed martial arts kind of thing. He's like, he probably knew what it was, but he's like, we don't watch it here. I was like, oh, okay.
So I don't like this country.
So then we get so our bus moves, and he's like, when the bus starts moving, when we get out of the airport, we're gonna start selling beers. So they start selling beers on the bus. This dude beside me buys a 6-pack. He charges $3 per beer.
Oh, okay.
So he gave the guy bought a 6-pack. I fucking look over, he's on a second beer already. I'm like, you're an alcoholic.
Party bus.
Party bus. And so then we got dropped off, and so fucking took us forever to. Oh man, I was getting fucking pissed. So what happens you have to check into our room, so we wait in the line to check into our room for fucking 15 minutes. So then we get there and we're like, okay, we'd like to check in our room. They're like, it's 3 o'clock, and they're like, oh yeah, you can't check in your room for another hour. So we're like, okay, what the fuck do we do? We have our bags here, we're all dressed.
You can't just leave them.
Yeah, we're dressed completely full, so we're like, okay, we'll just go see what the place looks like.
Yeah.
So we walk around and kind of sit down for fucking, I don't know, for a half hour or an hour, and then we go back, and I'm having oh yeah, I forgot to tell you this. I woke up and had to puke. When we started this whole trip, in Sudbury, I woke up and I was fucking sick as a dog. Just
out of nowhere?
Just randomly sick, just had to fucking throw up.
Okay. Did you throw up or
No, I didn't end up throwing up, but I then turned into really bad heartburn. So I'm in Cancun and I have fucking heartburn, and I'm like, where the fuck do I actually get medicine here? Because I can't really leave the resort.
No, which is highly unrecommended.
And then I'm like, hey, I don't even know what to do at this point. So then Kelsey's talking to the guy, this was an hour later, and she's like, hey, we get in our room, and the guy's like, no, sorry, it's gonna be another 45-minute wait. And I'm like,
are they trying to clean the rooms and stuff? Because
I think so, yeah. And we're he's like, if you want to be on the main floor, it's ready now, but if you want to be on the second floor, it's gonna take a while.
And you guys booked the second floor.
Yeah, exactly. So we're what the fuck? We already gave you guys an hour to clean the room.
Yeah.
So I'm getting fucking pissed off because I have like the worst fucking heartburn.
It's not helping.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for the room, and it's hot as shit, and it stinks because there's so much seaweed on the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
And it's hot, and it's making the smell go through the place. I'm like, man, it's fucking so bad.
Nothing more uncomfortable than that, my dude.
Exactly. And then so like we're fucking sweating profusely. Like we're all dressed up. Like we're not in shorts and a t-shirt or anything. Well, I was in a t-shirt, but I had pants on.
That's not the point. I'm sweating.
Exactly.
Give me
So
a fucking room.
So Kelsey kind of like bitches at him a bit, and then she's like, "Why don't you go check that store that they have here? I think I saw Tums in there." So I go there, and dude, Tums, like a little pack like this. Guess how much I paid for it?
Do they charge pesos?
Charge American dollars.
Okay, like $10.
$8.
That's yeah.
I was like, honestly, I fucking screamed in relief. I was like, thank you. I'm like, I don't care. I paid $20 at this point. I need these fucking Tums.
I'm gonna go put it back on the shelf.
Yum, yum, yum.
There's garbage on the floor, so we should pick that up.
Okay, just walk out.
That's what I would
So
do.
then we finally got a room, but because I guess Kelsey bitched at them, they gave us a room on the 3rd floor.
Ooh.
Which I guess
more ritzy?
guess so. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was nice though. It was really nice. The 4th floor is full of fucking beetles. I found out when I was like lost at midnight.
That's fact. Beetles go up.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how the fucking beetles got on the last floor, but I'm walking around beetles thinking I'm going to my room. Like, where the fuck did I? These weren't here like 20 minutes ago.
Give me your money. Give me your money.
And so I go to my room and I'm scanning the card and it's not working. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh wait, this is my floor. So I had to walk through Beatlemania.
Fuck.
So I had to go through.
Oh, I love the Beatles.
I love the Beatles.
Oh, fuck.
Have you heard Yellow Submarine?
It's great. It's during our quiet period.
Oh, they're British Beatles. Gross.
Fucking gross. Speaking of that story, real quick sidebar. I may have told you this story, and I may never have told you this story. So, in my mom's apartment building, right, my grandma lived there too. So my grandma's on the 11th floor, and my mom was on the 12th floor.
Oh.
So I went to go visit my grandma one day.
You did tell me this, and you came in the shower. Someone was in the shower, right?
No, they were in the bathroom.
Oh, some random person's room. You walked into the... Okay, tell the story. Sorry.
So I'm going to my mom's house, but I'm on my grandma's floor, because my grandma lived there first, so I was always used to pushing 11 as opposed to 12. So I pushed 11, and I'm going to my mom's house, so they live on the opposite sides of the building.
Okay.
So I'm walking to the left side, where I should be going to the right side. So I go to my mom's door, and I open it up, and I walk inside the room. And it's laid out the exact same, because they're all the same apartments, so it's laid out exactly the same, but everything's red. Like couch, red sheets, like red drapes.
Like, oh, she got new stuff.
I was like, that's not my mom. My mom never does. I was like, all right, cool for her, I guess. The TV's playing a show I don't recognize. I'm like, that's fucking random. But my mom and I have this thing where, like, when you can scare someone, you do it. Like, and I'm like, she doesn't go here. Max isn't barking, which weird. I should have clued him when Max wasn't barking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have golden opportunity when I scare the shit out of her. And the bathroom door's closed. I'm like, awesome. I'm gonna scare her taking a shit. So our thing at the time was like, what's good? Like, we just screaming at each other. So I fucking break open this door, and there's this old lady staring at me, and I'm like, what's good? I'm like, oh my god. So she starts screaming. She just sees some 6'4" dude in her house, like, in all black, just
It
screaming
reminds
at
me of
her.
that episode of fucking It's Always Sunny when Frank is putting the rat poison in the waitresses. And she's like, Charlie, is that you? He's like, no. And he comes out with the whole mask on. He chases her out of the apartment. Like, how scary would that be?
Well, that's what I thought after. Like, I thought to myself, I'm like, fuck, like, how scary was that for this woman? So, like,
You could have fucking killed her.
That's it. So I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, my mom lives upstairs. I'm in the wrong apartment. I'm so sorry. So I turn around and I leave, and she's like, kind of like huffing and gruffing, but she knows that like I made a mistake, so she's like not overly upset. And I'm like,
out, yeah.
I'm like, honestly, sorry. We maybe shared like 15 words, and I dipped. So I went upstairs and told my mom, and I'm like,
she thought it was the funniest thing
she's
ever.
pissing her pants laughing. She's like, that bitch downstairs is a drunk. She goes out on the balcony and fucking has like 5 or 6 people like playing instruments and shit. And they're fucking so terrible. They have spoons. They're banging on their fucking stuff all the time. Fuck that chick. So she's like, best story of life. So then every time that girl would get drunk, again, after, I guess I didn't see her when she was drunk.
What's good?
She would, like, scream up the balcony, your fucking son being E! She, like, scream shit to my mom. I'm like,
really? That's so
hell.
funny.
Oh, yeah, they, like,
Your
hate
fucking son being me. You know I'm just gonna scream that at work now, right?
Absolutely. And that was one of the funniest moments of my life, because I told my grandma, and she was so unimpressed. So you walked through Beetle Country to get to your room, scanned it, wrong room.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in, like, hotels. I was actually in a hotel with you, and I don't know if this happened with you, but when you're in a hotel and you scan your card and it doesn't work, it's like, what the fuck? Like,
You're
all my
so
stuff's in
scared.
there. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. It gets fucking real fast.
It's like, alright, I need to break in and I need to not get
Thing
charged.
is, Kelsey was in the room. Dude, I went to 4 different rooms before I got the right one. What happened was, okay,
I adopted a few kids in the interim.
I'm trying to remember why I went. Okay, so what happened was, I had to go see, because I bought a Milky Way. Okay? I bought a Milky Way chocolate bar. Kelsey was starving. They stopped serving food at 11 o'clock.
So you were looking for food.
It's like midnight. So Kelsey's like, can I have a bite of your chocolate bar? I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Ate the whole thing.
Like 5 minutes pass. I'm like, oh, okay, she took a bite. So she comes up, she's like, oh, okay, where's the Milky Way? I'm like, I thought you already took a bite of it. I ate. She's like, you're such a fucking piece of shit.
She didn't have any of it?
She didn't have any of it. She's so hungry. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. She's like, can you go and find me food? So I'm like, oh, fuck, everything's closed. I don't even know how. So I'm like, I'll go scavenge you some food. So then
It's in my nature.
Exactly. So I go downstairs and I find these apples that, like, I'm like, this guy at the table, he's like, I'm like, can I have these apples?
Are you gonna finish those?
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, sure. So I go to the counter, like another counter, and I'm like, I have apples in my pockets, and I'm like, is there any place I can get some food in here? He's like, Route 66 is still open, but that's a dine-in restaurant, not like you can't take out. So I'm like, oh, cool. So I go down, and I remember I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt, and you have to wear a t-shirt to go in.
Oh, because, like, no shirt, no shoes, no service.
Yeah, exactly.
Type,
So I'm like, oh, fuck. I can't go in there. So I'm like,
I'll trade you 6 apples for a t-shirt.
So I'm like, I don't want to go back up there, because I don't want the guy to see me go back to my room. So I'm like, I'll take the little path that's in front of me that goes, like, right to my room. So I take the path. It doesn't go right. So I go to, and I'm like, so I go to the 3rd floor that we're on. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so I go to the room, and I'm like, it's not working. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm only on the maybe I'm on the 2nd floor. I have to go on 1 floor. So I had to go into Beetle Country. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, this is... I'm like, I'm gonna try this door anyways, because they all end in 7 where I go, like, where...
Oh, fuck. And yours ends in 7.
Exactly, so I'm like, go in, and it doesn't work. I'm like, fuck. So I go back downstairs, I go to another one, I'm like, where am I? Where am I? I don't know where I am!
This is not the Mexican convention I signed up for.
So I'm like, I finally get to my room, I'm like, thank God. I'm like, I went to so many places, I was so lost.
Michael, you have 6 tattoos and a new t-shirt, and you're holding a pile of apples. Don't ask questions.
Yes. They only lead to more questions.
Do you want an apple? Yes, I want an apple.
Yeah. So I gave her an apple and she was pissed.
Why would we fucking do? Send you foraging, you fucking hunter. You bring me some fucking apples, you gathering bastard. Go get me fruit somewhere else. You bring me meat or you die.
Or you die.
That's a fair exchange.
So,
keep in mind, I'm sure, and I'm Michael will attest to this, you were straight sober doing this whole adventure.
100%. Yeah, if you think I was even had like a little bit of alcohol, you would be wrong. I got so many awkward looks too of waiters, like, oh, would you like some drink? I'm like, no, I'm good with water and no alcohol. Huh?
The fuck's the matter with you?
The fuck's the matter with you? You stupid.
Hey, someone get Simple Michael a glass of water.
Why the fuck you come here?
Why'd you say simple?
Why you here?
Drinking while you eat.
Yeah, so the first thing that we did, so like we planned like a bunch of trips to go to. The first thing we planned was scuba diving. Cause I was like, I really want to go scuba diving in the ocean. So I'm like, cool, let's go scuba diving in the ocean. That costs like $100.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
is that like above and beyond your trip? Like you didn't like, you have to like pay them when you're there. Or, like it's included.
So you have to pay them when you're there. You have to like book the thing and pay cash. Like you're like, it's extra. But there's really nothing to do at the resort other than drink and sit by a pool.
Okay, so like they like, and you said they work in like American money, right? Like they like do American money.
You could do U.S. or pesos.
Okay,
we just didn't bring money pesos.
Is it similar exchange?
Not even close.
Oh, really?
Like 40 pesos is about $2 American.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's a crazy ratio. It's like I forget what it is. It's like
so it's like
it's 18 is a conversion rate. So like
$1
is 18 pesos.
Okay.
Yeah. So
if you would have had either or, it's the same amount, right? So
exactly.
I'm sure they would have charged you like 80 pesos to do a thing as opposed to like $10.
Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly. So we like the trip starts off. So they drive us 45 minutes in this little tiny van to the boat that we get on, and I have to sit up front with the driver.
Ugh. That's
Yeah.
never fun. They
I know.
talk to you and shit.
He didn't talk to me.
Oh,
He
thank
barely
God.
spoke English.
That's
which is
even
cool.
better.
It is better. But he listened to music while he was driving. I'm like, that's illegal in my country, but I don't know if that's illegal in this country.
Is that illegal here?
Yeah, you can't listen. That's called distractive driving. You can't listen to music. Like, you can't put headphones in your ears.
Oh,
that's what I mean. You can't put
okay.
headphones in your ears while
Gotcha.
you're driving.
No, I gotcha.
So he's doing about 100. They do kilometers an hour
Really?
out there. Yeah, they do kilometers an hour. Weird, eh?
I think I knew that because the States is one of the only places that do like the miles and like liters and stuff, or not liters, gallons and shit.
He said the fastest signs they have there is 140.
That's kilometers?
That's fucking
Christ.
fast, man.
Imagine the little fucking Mexican dune buggies hitting. Yeah, I didn't know a golf cart could go 140.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
So
racist.
So the dude's that was so racist. So the dude's like, and then he starts texting while he's driving. I'm like, is that illegal here too? But that's fucking scary. Like, this guy's driving like
Slap it out of his hand.
Oh, like fuck! I'm like, okay, what the fuck? And like we're driving through like Cancun because that's where we have to go through, and it's not nice. It's not a nice city.
No, it doesn't like.
They're like
pretty.
it's either like they're half the stuff's being built or half the stuff's
Being
destroyed.
torn down.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're never really completed at either of those jobs.
Yeah, one thing that they do have that we don't is a Hooters. Which is kind of cool.
I wish I had a Hooters.
Yeah, I wish we had a Hooters.
But do
too.
you want to go to a Mexican Hooters?
Maybe.
Oh yeah,
Latino
actually,
chicks are fucking
Latino chicks are
hot.
thick.
Yeah.
Fuck, you should have went.
Yeah, I should have went.
Oh, can you guys pull over for a quick second? I'm just gonna get a refreshment real
Yeah.
quick. Scoots in.
Um.
Why is your face full of glitter? Don't ask questions.
You don't get to ask questions.
After fucking venture through Beetle Alley, I'm gonna fucking motorboat a few tits. Don't fucking make me
You
feel
want to know
bad.
something really fucked up?
Yes.
You know what the cops carry?
Oh, fuck, assault rifles?
Assault rifles, man. They don't carry handguns. They have fucking assault rifles they carry in the front of them. Like,
What do you think the criminals carry? If that's what they carry, what do they fucking have?
fucking
RP
bombs.
I'm thinking like old traditional,
Yeah.
like black bomb with a wick.
Yeah. Oh my god. Something on Deadliest Warrior.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I was like, I saw that and I fucking peeked out immediately. Like, two dudes, just like one sitting in a chair with a fucking assault rifle and the other guy standing around. I'm like, did you see that, Kelsey? Those guys have fucking assault rifles. He's like, did they? I didn't see. I'm like, you'll see.
He was reloading it and cocking the
Yeah.
chamber for intimidation purposes.
And so,
Firing it in the air.
yeah.
It's Mexico.
Yeah, you pesky birds.
Well, bullets are cheaper than water in Mexico. Again, that's a microaggression. I'm so sorry.
That really isn't. Their water is actually really bad in Mexico. You can't drink it. And it's, like, water's scarce.
Yeah.
There's even signs in like everywhere you go. It says like,
don't waste water.
Don't waste water. Water's scarce. Yeah, exactly. Also watch. Okay, I'm just gonna go off like track because I'm
Little
totally
sidebar.
gonna forget this. I watched somebody's future happen in front of me, which is like I got to tell their future, which was kind of cool.
Okay.
I watched someone drink Mexican water, and I'm like, "You getting sick?"
Did they actually drink the water?
I watched someone drink the water. I'm like, and like the chick was so hot. She like had the fattest ass I've ever seen on like any woman. Like, and it was like a really nice firm butt.
Yeah, like she worked it out.
Yeah, I was just like, how is that even possible? And then her boyfriend was very scary looking.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, he may be a Mexican gang member. I'm gonna stop looking.
But the thing is, like, if you shaved like everything in the front of your face, like your goatee, you would have mutton chops, which then think you're like an Irish gangster. And fuck them! You never fuck with Irish people. You could be the fattest piece of shit or the leanest piece of shit. You don't ever fuck with an Irish person. They're like drinking tough.
Mate. Your Irish accent's a little off.
Yeah, well, so is your face.
Oh!
See how tough that sounds?
Right?
That's so cool.
So, okay, so back to it. So we finally...
I'm still on like, oh, you gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Did you tell her that? Like, did
No,
you?
I just looked at her, I'm like, oh, you gonna be sick. Yeah, I'm like, I
think
know
she'll let me
someone's
eat her ass
future.
when she's throwing up.
Oh my god.
It's therapeutic.
So we get to like the place, and so we get on the boat that's going to take us out. So from what I gathered of it, what we were doing is we're going scuba diving in the ocean, and then we were stopping off at this little island to do some shopping. It was called Isla Moreras or something like that.
You put Islam out, I'm like, nah, I'm not
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, and it's called the Women's Island.
Okay.
Is what it translates to. And so like we
whale's
go there.
vagina.
So we get on the so we get on the boat and it starts pouring rain. And like you'd think like, you know what, Mexican rain's probably really nice. Like it's a nice hot rain. Fucking cold as shit, my man. And me and Kelsey are sitting in the front of the boat. And so it's like pouring down rain. I'm like, oh fuck. So Kelsey's like, all right, we're like we have our bags with us, so they're getting like drenched. So like, all right, we're gonna go to the bottom, like go inside like the cabin or whatever. And so that's packed with people. So there's like 40 of us all fucking crammed together.
Trying to not get soaked.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to bump into everybody.
Do you have like personal stuff on you or no? Like everything's in the resort? You probably didn't have your phone and shit on you.
I had my bag on me. I don't think I had my phone, but I had my spare clothes and money and stuff like that. And so I was like, fuck. So then they're like, okay, so we finally get to the place where we're like supposed to go do scuba diving, like in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
And so, like, all right, like, the girl's, like, speaking in Spanish and speaking English, and it was, like, kind of hard to tell because she had such a thick accent, but she's like, all right, like, for this fucking, what?
I'm just imagining this girl, like, saying a bunch of really important shit in Spanish, and then roughly translating it in English, because I know how fucking dangerous scuba diving can be if done wrong.
It's snorkeling, sorry, not scuba diving,
okay.
Snorkeling. So,
oh my fucking god, I'm just imagining she's, like, speaking in Spanish, and she's like, so wear the backpack, but what she actually said was like, if you come up too fast, you'll die. Because that's scuba diving.
Exactly.
Right, sorry,
so she's like, you need to be excellent swimmers. I need excellent swimmers. Like, not Michael Phelps, but I really need excellent swimmers. Michael Phelps is like a fucking 14 gold medals Olympic swimmer.
That man has
I don't have one gold medal.
So wait, what's the scale here? Because that's a really good swimmer. Like, if you're looking for a Michael Phelps, or like a little bit worse than that, like...
So she told me this, and I'm like, I'm looking at Kelsey, I'm like, I'm a good swimmer. I'm not a fucking excellent swimmer. I'm not doing any fucking swimming competitions. I'm out of shape.
I wouldn't call myself an athletic swimmer.
Exactly.
I would say doggy paddle.
Yeah.
Is that a good swimmer to you guys? What's the Mexican standard here?
So then she's like, we're swimming right over there, so there's like a white pole. And I'm like, okay, that's not that far.
Okay.
And so like you points to me and is like, come on, get your stuff. So I'm the first one off the fucking boat. I'm like, oh god.
No hable.
Oh god. No hable. Go swimming.
Tour guide. No one else.
So I fucking get out there, and I'm like, okay, this is actually really fun. Like, this is really nice. They got like a little life jacket on your waist and stuff. You got like your. I've never been scuba diving, or snorkeling, so I don't really know how to work the snorkel thing. It's really not hard.
Yeah. You put air in it, then go down, and you're good.
Exactly.
You got one breath.
Yeah. Or like you just like kind of like keep your head above,
like
keep it above, then you can breathe as much as you want. And so I'm like, cool, this is fun. So then like people start coming out of the boat, and I'm like, where's fuck's Kelsey? So like they're like hold this like yellow line like rope. So I'm like grabbing it, waiting for like Kelsey to come out. So like everybody's coming out of this boat, and it's like fucking 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, like do I start fucking swimming now, or like where the fuck's Kelsey? Is she even coming out? Because, like, not everybody on the boat came out.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, Kels. So she's the last person off the boat. I'm like, how are you the last person off the boat when you're next to me?
You next. You next.
Exactly.
You next.
So she's like, well, they split the men and the women to each side. So if I was on that side, I would have been like next to you. But because I was on the other side, I was the last in line.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, that fucking sucks.
This isn't Titanic rules because women and children first.
Exactly. And so, like, we went, and like it was fun. I didn't really see too much of like it wasn't really that deep. It was maybe like 13 feet deep.
Okay.
And so we saw like some like coral reefs and shit like that, and some like a big school of fish.
Okay.
And then they had like these finger statues they had in the ground. They were kind of cool. So I sat on it. Just kidding.
And I'll never come like I did in Mexico.
My asshole will never be the same. And so
the Mexican fingers.
So then we were only in the water for like 20 minutes scuba diving. It wasn't really that long, and I was like, oh, that fucking sucked, but whatever. So then we get to like Isla Morelos or whatever. I'm like, oh, you can like scuba dive out, like, because the whole thing was supposed to do paddleboarding too.
Okay.
But there's too much waves to do paddleboarding.
So they'll just fuck you right up.
Yeah, exactly.
Paddleboarding's hard.
Yeah, it is. Just to stand up alone is fucking hard to work.
I was standing on one once on a calm lake, and I literally was like nosing in. I'm like, I don't really know how to do this. I'm like, it's a board.
I need an adult.
Oh yeah, I just laid down and I was like, I'm just gonna swim. This is hard.
And so then we do that, and we go swimming and stuff like that. And then we go back in the boat, and then Kelsey's like, so we get to the island. We finally get we dock. And Kelsey's like, let's grab some scuba gear and maybe go scuba dive
snorkel. Yeah,
snorkel.
Gotcha.
Grab our snorkel gear and we'll go snorkel by another beach. And I'm like, I don't want to. I'm done snorkeling for the day. Let's just enjoy the town and see what they have to offer. So we went snorkeling.
Yes, you did.
So we got our tour guide who's like the one that speaks Spanish and kind of broken English.
Yeah,
he's actually really cute though. And so I was like, okay, so she took us on a fucking 20-minute journey with her, which she really didn't have to.
Yeah.
just to show me and Kelsey this beach where you can swim with fish.
Oh, cool.
So she showed us like this little beach, like dude, like literally up to my not like above a little bit above my knees, how deep this water was. But there was tropical fish everywhere. Like literally, I went and swam. And I just kind of stayed there, and I had fish all around me.
That's really were they like touching you and stuff?
I went to touch them, and they're so fast they moved away.
Yeah,
but if like literally, if you just kind of swim around, they don't even notice you're there.
Yeah,
you're just like another fish to them. They're like, okay.
Big
like,
fish, Michael. Yeah.
So it was really cool, and it had like big fish just like swimming like right in your face and stuff like that. And
you're like, say something,
motherfucker.
Sorry, my father's a different man than I am. That's cool. That's fucking really fucking cool.
And then we went and like walked around the town a bit, and they had like these, so they had like statues and stuff, like little statues that are like handmade. And then I see one of like Hulk and Iron Man and Batman and Superman. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, that's cool. So then they had like a Predator and stuff like that. I'm like, are they like Predator here? And I'm like, that's fucking cool. They got it last week.
don't El Predatero. El Predataro.
And they had like a couple Homer Simpsons too, which I thought
were
was
they really expensive?
Yeah, they were. But like, I'll tell you more about it. So like we keep walking and we like walk by a couple shops. Like everybody that has a shop tells you to come in. Like come and check our stuff. And it's like I don't like being rude, so I'll usually just walk in. So like do a roundabout. And this one woman's like, oh, Kelsey's like, I like those bowls. So those women are showing me all the fucking bowls, and there's like 300 bowls here. I'm like,
it's a shop of bowls.
Like, this one's painted. This one's painted. They're all painted like shit. And I'm just like, okay. And then so Kelsey kind of comes in, and I fucking dip out, and I'm like, bye.
I'm going back to the fish. Life was simple with the fish.
Exactly. So then we grab a churro.
Yeah.
And we have that for the first time. Churro and Nutella.
Oh, so
fucking
good.
Delicious, but we had got chocolate all over our hands.
So now I need to buy a bowl to wipe all this chocolate off my hand. They always come back.
Yeah, they always come back.
First the churro, then the bowl.
Exactly. And so then
Mexican words of wisdom.
So Kelsey's like, ooh, like there's this thing where like these little fish eat your feet, and they eat the dead skin off your feet.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like this kind of massage where it cleans all the dead skin off your feet. So Kelsey's like, I want to do that. I'm like, well, I want to check out the stores here, so I'm just gonna check out the big stores here while you go to town here.
Yeah.
I'll just keep an eye on you. And so then I go into this one store, and they have like these, like, turns out to be a jewelry store. I was like, oh fuck, because outside they had a bunch of fucking Rey Mysterio masks. I'm like, cool.
I want a luchador mask.
Exactly. So then I go outside and it's all jewelry. And I'm like, fuck. So then I'm like looking at pendants. I'm like, oh, maybe I want a pendant. So I'm like, it's literally like this big, and he's like, oh, they're made out of gold. I'm just kind of like, bullshit.
So is my cock.
Yeah, exactly.
14 karat. Want to see?
Because there's like gold has stamps on it. I didn't see any stamp on it. And so it was like this little thing, and it was like a Mayan god. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe get one for Ev, and if like there's two of them, so maybe like for a good price I can get both of them. And so then I'm like, how much? He's like, oh, US dollars, 150. I'm like, no, for like a little pendant this big, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, thank you. I don't have. How much would you pay? I'm like,
$10.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, oh, I'm like, I'm just gonna leave. Thanks, bye. And I leave. And
did you even say a price to him or anything? Or?
No, I'm like, I'm not going to insult you by saying $10.
You're like, honestly, I'm just not even really interested anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. So then I go to like another store, and he has like those statues. And so he's like, I was looking at a Predator. I'm like, how much for the big Predator? So he takes like 10 minutes getting this thing down. I'm like, okay, like, you could have just told me the price.
Several Mexican ladders later.
Yeah, exactly. And so then he's like, $100. And I'm like, it's honestly like, it's shitty work. Like the details garbage on it.
Is it all like it's handmade? Like it's.
I'm pretty sure it's all handmade.
I mean, technically everything. Yeah, whatever. Cool. It's cool.
Yeah. So I'm like, no, thank you. He's like, well, how much do you pay? I'm like, no, I'm just not interested. And so then I'm like, I just don't have that much money on me. I only brought like $30 here.
He's like, $30. It's yours.
Yeah. Honestly, dude. And like the smaller ones, he was like $50. And I'm like, no, it's fine. And he's like, so then I leave, and he's like, whoa, what would you pay for the small ones? I'm like, I have like $20 on me. And so then he's like, yep, $20. I'm like, from $50 to $20. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I grabbed like this little Iron Man statue. He's like, they're made out of fish bone. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat.
So worst case, it doubles as a shiv.
Exactly.
You ever get stabbed by a fish bone? Very painful.
I would assume so. And so I got it for like $20. And so then I grabbed like a little thing for my mom. And then Kelsey was done her thing, and we like got back on the boat. And then we like sailed back to like the place.
Right, like,
and it was like, yeah, it was really, really nice. The sun was out, so me and Kelsey just kind of like put our feet off the boat and just kind of like watch the ocean. Like, it was really beautiful. It was like this really nice like turquoise color.
Okay.
And that was like a lot of fun. So that was like our trip to like that. Like then we like went home. Like nothing too crazy. Kind of like just rested like the rest of the night. And then so then Wednesday we just relaxed. Like that's all we did was relax. Like we went by the beach. We like sat by the ocean. We went swimming a bit. That we ate a lot.
Yeah.
Ordered some room service. Watched a bit of Kenny vs. Benny.
That's good.
Yeah, just took it easy. And then the next day was actually we took in a play that they had there. It was like they actually had like a little theater center.
That's kind of cool. Actually,
This is gonna make you laugh. That play I watched there was better than anything I've seen at Theater Cambrian.
Really?
I swear to God, dude.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, they did Grease, but like they didn't say the words. They didn't sing the songs. They just played it like they were saying it. Like they melded the words.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
But it was like really well done. Like, and they did like dances and shit like that, and like some of the guys like everybody in the play looked like they were fucking handsome. Like they were like stupid.
It's not
looking.
fair.
Yeah, like all extremely handsome Mexican men.
I come
and
to a
women.
second world country. I want to see some fucking chuds.
One girl looked like fucking Amy Santiago,
Really?
100%. And I was like, oh my god, she's gorgeous. Oh, I'm in trouble.
I will not be coming back to Canada.
And so then the guy who played Danny Zuko looked like fucking La Bamba.
Really?
100%, dude. I'm like, that guy looks like fucking like Lou Diamond Phillips. And then one of the dudes looked like Remy Malek from fucking that's like playing.
I know that name.
He was in like he was in that robot show. What's it called? Something robot. He's playing Freddie Mercury in the new biopic.
Oh, yes.
Queen.
He's the kid in Until Dawn as well.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, okay,
so
yeah.
the guy looks exactly like him, like spitting image.
Fuck.
And like, there's a part where the dude like sings like, are you familiar with the
I've
songs
seen
from Grease?
Yeah.
There's one song called like, was it High School Dropout?
Okay, yeah.
Or Beauty School Dropout. That's what it is.
That's the one where they're like all the girls are in the
barbershop. Yeah. So they did that, and there was like this dude was mouthing it, and he had his shirt off, and he has like this fucking mean six pack, and I'm just like,
yeah, I'd be fit too if only it was fucking rice.
Fucking
you
asshole.
Just shit. Dad bod for days. Lift up your shirt.
Yeah.
Sir, put your shirt down.
Yeah, there's actually this dude that was really drunk in the crowd, and he's actually so fucking funny. Oh man,
Just going to Mexico to heckle the fucking.
Yeah, he just kept saying stupid shit, and it was just like, I forget, like, he's like, they're talking about, like, he's like, what's your favorite song? And he's like, you're the one that I love! And like, the guy's like, I love you too! That's so fucking funny.
Holy fuck.
And like, before every song, he'd announce what song. So he's like, Grease Lightning! Oh man, he's
just
so
thinking of Rick.
fucking
He's
funny.
just Rick. He's just Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck! It was so funny. He was so fucking hilarious. But the play was like really, really good. And so then we went to Escaret, which is like basically it's kind of like a wonderland for like wildlife and shit like that.
Okay.
So then we went like scuba diving there too.
I'm gonna sneeze. Keep
Or
talking.
not scuba, snorkeling. Why don't we scuba diving? We went snorkeling there too. And we got to see like little ponds like fish. It wasn't really as nice as that little beach we went on in Isla Mirada. I can't even fuck it. Kelsey can have it down pat. I can't say it.
Spoop de la peep.
Scoop-de
poop.
Scoop-de-poop. Scoop-de-poop.
Oh my! Imagine if they had a Scoop de Poop Island.
Oh my god.
Kanye actually bought the island, so he changed it to Scoop de Poop.
That makes... I would love that island.
It was a TMZ stunt, and he never changed it back.
Exactly.
So we
Said
legally have
fuck
to
it.
call it Scoop de Poop.
So we go to this place. I'm trying to remember how like the morning went. It was pretty good. We took like a big bus there. So we get there and immediately have to piss, so we lose the whole entire group that we're with. But I was like, we're not gonna be with them anyways. So like we get in there and it's like this weird. You have to go through a whole fucking gift store. It's not even a gift shop. It's so big to get into the park. And so then we go like put our like stuff away. Into our, like our lockers. We got like lockers. Also, I went into 2 women's washrooms on this trip.
I've been there. I have a good story with women's washrooms, actually. I'll tell you later.
Okay. And so we get there, and like the first thing we do is we go in this river. They're like, it's an hour fucking swim, and you go through a river you swim through a river for an hour.
That's fucked.
That's all around the park. And it was like it was so calm and so nice.
Oh, it's like the little wading pool at like Wonderland. We just like go in the tube around the big circle, basically.
But it's just like it was like you had like kind of like cave above you.
Oh, that's.
Like, there's always like mountains and shit above you. So there's always really cool stuff to see. Also, I took like 6 peas in that water.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh man, it was great.
You don't think of the rundown when the girl?
Dude, I don't. Man, honestly, I do think of that. I think of like things
fish go in your fucking
They go up your peas.
You're
I'm
leaning
like,
up like out of the water, pissing. Fuck you,
What's
fish!
that guy doing, Daddy? He's obviously seen the rundown. He's obviously a very smart.
It's the Rock and his kid. No
smart guy.
No fish is going in my pintu.
Yeah, my pintu. I know.
That's what she calls it.
Oh fuck. So then, we go through to that, and then finally when we finish it, it starts fucking pouring rain.
Of course.
It's weird because rain doesn't really last long there.
No.
It's like
rain doesn't last long in general. Like it's just a cloud that passes, right? Like
yeah, exactly. And so then it stops raining after we like get out of there, and then right when we get out, there's a dude in this fucking like in this like cheetah outfit, like body painted with a fucking big headdress on. I'm like, that guy looks fucking rad as shit. I'll show you the pictures when I get him from Eva. I was like, that looks dope. And so we took a picture with him, and then like we're like, okay, now we'll go like do our like snorkeling. We went and snorkeled, and some guy like took some pictures of us underwater. Actually,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and so he made me open my eyes underwater, which I'm like, because I got a little bit of like water in my eyes before there, like and it burned like shit. So I'm like, I can't open my eyes. So I did it. I'm like, oh, this is perfectly fine. I can do this. Woo, look at that. So I was pretty stoked about that.
And then he photoshopped a 6-pack on me, and the photo looks sick.
Yeah, boy.
I also photoshopped for you real quick.
Thank you. And also the amount of butts that I've seen. Oh my god.
Let's take a moment of silence for some great Mexican booties.
Mm-hmm. Just booties in general. Booties from all over the world. Booties from all over the globe.
Global boobs. Butts.
There's also this Asian chick who was stacked, and I was like,
that's very uncommon for an Asian
She's
person.
wearing like a bikini, and I was like, oh, okay, that's awesome.
Sure.
And she passed like 6 times. I'm like, fuck, the guy's gonna punch me in the face, but like, I gotta get a look at this.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. I get a look at these mongoloids.
Let's look at these warlocks.
Exactly.
They don't just make them small. They completely reshape them.
Yeah. Oh fuck. So then like we did like a couple other things. We've seen like some of the animals that they had there. Like they had like fucking iguanas everywhere. Even at a resort, dude, there's iguanas just walking around.
They're indigenous there.
It's cool. It's really cool. I actually did touch an iguana. It was really fun. They feel like leather.
Yeah, I've touched an iguana before too. Actually, they can lose their tails and grow them back.
Yeah, I know. They have like a regeneration process. Bloop.
That's what the Spider-Man villain Lizard's based off of. Yes. I don't know if he was a doctor before or after the Lizard.
Dr. Connors, actually. He was working on a scientific genetic fucking
Dr.
bitch.
Nate Connor. I don't know who Nate Connor is.
I'm just thinking of what's his name off of South Park. Mitch Connors.
Oh, that's who I was thinking of. Mitch Connor. Yep, yeah. That's the name.
Oh fuck! And so then we like it was like lunchtime. We're like gonna go eat. So they have like a bunch of buffets all around the park.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, okay, so I'm gonna go to the international one because it has like American food in it. I don't want to eat like random crazy shit.
Yeah.
And so we're like on our way, and this guy's like, you guys looking for like the buffet places? Is like the Caribbean one's this way, and I was like, Kelsey starts following. I'm like, oh fuck, I never got what I want. And then we get there, and it was like a lot of like food, but it was a lot of like Americanized food. So it was like it was actually delicious.
That's awesome.
And they had ice cream there, which was dope.
I love ice cream.
Ice cream is awesome.
Ice cream any time of year.
High five for ice cream.
That's right.
And then so one bus would pick you up at 4:40, or you could take the bus at 9:40.
Ooh, so you had like a 5-hour wait between buses.
Exactly. So I'm like, it's like getting close to 4:40. I'm like, can we just like head back? Like we did most of the stuff, and the show tonight I don't really care to see because they have like a big spectacle show.
Okay.
I really didn't know what was gonna happen. I just didn't care. And so how much time we? Okay, we're only so
-10 because we talked for 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, I want to stay, so I'm like, fuck. So we go to this bird aviary. So I'm like, okay, this is cool. And honestly, dude, it was beautiful. It's this huge area, and you kind of go all the way down to the bottom. So it's like circular. You walk across like wooden bridges and stuff like that. It's really cool. There's birds everywhere. So we saw like a bunch of parrots, some ducks, some like tons of different. Like there's like a toucan. There's a bunch of eagles and shit like that. Like, a lot of really cool shit. And so, we're walking. There's just this little duck in our path. So I'm like, oh my god, I want to take a picture of him. So I take a picture of him. I take a couple. And then I get like close enough to him. He starts pecking at my shoes. I'm like, fuck! I'm like, god damn it, these are good shoes. So
these ain't duck sneakers.
Yeah. They ain't duck sneakers. What?
They're about to be dead sneakers.
Yeah. So then like we keep walking, stuff like that, and like we take some pictures, and so we get to the bottom of it, and there's a bunch of pelicans.
Oh fuck, pelicans are spooky.
Huge pelicans, man. They're fucking big. And so what happens is there's a place where you can take your picture, but you have to walk up like a couple rocks, and it's like over like the water falls behind you and stuff like that, and there's like a pelican sitting on this. There's like 5 pelicans. There's one sitting on this thing. So we had to wait to get on these rocks because there's a pelican standing right on the first rock. Just being an asshole. So we had to wait for him to move out of the way because we didn't know if we walked by him, he'd peck us.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck it. So he finally walks away, and I'm like, oh, big tough guy. So we get up the rock, and that pelican decides that he wants to sit where that pelican's sitting. So he fucking flies there, and that pelican gets spooked and flies right towards us. Kelsey's like, ah! And I got a picture, like, this guy took a couple pictures for us, and it was like mid-scream with the bird flying at Kelsey.
That's perfect. Do you have a copy of that?
I do have it. So you're gonna see like the best thing ever.
Okay, well, Michael pulls it up. I'll tell you my bathroom story.
Okay.
So one time, I used to work at this like job when I worked in St. Catharines, and I have to take a piss, and it's like I've been there for like a week, but there's a whole area that I haven't been to yet. So this is like the actual like work area. At this point, all I had seen is like the training room, and that's pretty much it. You got the picture? I want to see it.
Yeah.
I'll finish the story after.
Okay, so see how like the waterfall is behind us and stuff. So this pelican right here decides to sit on this pelican, so he comes flying right towards us. This is Kelsey's face.
That could be an actual meme.
Oh, 100%.
She looks so triggered.
Dude, absolute terrified. Like, she was, like, a little bit away from me. When that pelican flew, she fucking grabbed me. Like, ah! He fucking screaming, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. It was so good.
Oh, that's too good. Man, pelicans are spooky anyway. They're big fucking birds.
Yeah, there are big birds.
I guess I'll finish my bathroom story. So I had never been in like the actual like work environment. So I'm out there doing some like practicing and stuff, and I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna go take a piss. So I walk to the bathrooms, and it's literally like it's like a T shape. You go and there's like an area, and then there's a branch. One's dudes, one's girls. They're not labeled. Or they were labeled, but I didn't see it. So I walk into the bathroom and I sit down and start taking a shit. And I have like this weird thing when someone walks in the bathroom, I look and see like who's there, like what do their shoes look like, and sure enough the chick's wearing like fucking chick shoes, and I'm like, oh fuck, what the fuck? So I'm thinking like, what a dumbass, she's in the wrong bathroom.
Wow, idiot.
I'm the fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Another person comes in, I'm like, I am in a girl's bathroom, and I'm not wearing like chick shoes. I'm sitting here taking a dump, like a dude dump.
Oh fuck yeah!
A poopy.
Get her done.
So I'm just like, here's my mindset. I have to wait for these girls to leave so
before
I can leave. I'm not going to flush and get up and be like, I'm wrong bathroom. I'm already fucking here. Like,
Adam Sandler.
Oh, in the bathroom stall.
So did you get out undetected?
Oh, 100%. I walked out and the fucking
criminal.
doors... I told the story in the training lab about how I shit in front of 2 women, but then we all had a good laugh. But they didn't know that I was there, and that's the point.
Okay, so my story goes, the first women's washroom I go into... So this place has like this spiral staircase that you go up. There's like one thing that's like you go up one staircase and it's like just change rooms. There's like one that's I seen just washrooms. I'm like, cool. So I go, I take a shit, and so then I kind of see like someone kind of fiddling with the door. It was really weird, dude. Like literally, it's like door, like toilet, and then you walk a little bit more to the toilet. Like it's so hard to describe, but it's like kind of like this weird like pyramid shape that goes up. But like you keep walking, there's like a bunch of toilets up there. So I'm in just like one stall. Like you don't walk into a bathroom; it's just a stall. Yeah. And so like I take a shit and I get out, and this woman's just like, "Is this all just women's?" And I'm like, "No, I think this is everybody." Like I legitimately thought it was just for everyone.
It's and Mexico like, rules.
Yeah. So I'm like, she's like, "Oh, okay," and I'm like, "Oh, whatever." And then like I realized soon, I'm like, later I go back to the washroom, I'm like, that's a woman. There's like a woman sign, and then it says washrooms. I'm like, oh fuck, there's totally a guy's washroom here. And then a dude almost walks into the fucking stall with me.
Oh really?
I go to the men's one, and this guy has no idea where he's going. I'm like, okay, it's because it's weird because it's like here's the sinks, and then you go up, and there's like the stalls, and then you go up a bit more, and then there's toilets.
Okay.
So like he thought like it was a room full of toilets. So I go in there. He's like right, like fucking like this far behind me. He's like, "Oh, sorry," and turns around and leaves. I'm like, "No, that's cool."
Just looking for a pooping, buddy.
Yeah. Whoa, can I hold your hand? Let me hold your hand.
Do the same for you, buddy. Don't stress.
Yeah. So I went and seen like a Mexican Mexican cemetery and stuff, and I'm trying to think
And
of, like,
zombies attacked us.
and then we what else did we do? Not too much. We went on this wheel that like took us up around. And like spun us around really slowly so you could see everything around us. It was honestly just trees and ocean. It was crazy. Like even the park is so covered in trees that you can't even see anything that's going on.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy. I was like, that was boring. And so then we had like right after that was like this show that they were doing. It was like the first part of it was like really cool. So like honestly, the Coliseum like could fit like I think over 10,000 people. It was huge. And so like the first thing was they did this thing where so it was like talking about like their ancestors and stuff.
Okay.
So there was like two tribes and they had to play like this game where they have a ball and they hit it with their hips and they try to get it through a hole on the wall.
That's the fucking game from the Prince of... No, Road El Dorado.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they play it, remember? I think they're gods.
I never watched El Dorado.
Fuck, that's a good movie.
Okay, well that's what they did.
Yeah.
But, like some of them actually got it. Like there's like 5 points that game.
That's a Mayan game, yeah.
Yeah,
you, like,
yeah.
hit with your hip and it goes in the hoop. Yeah. That's on there.
There may be another one because they played another game.
It's a game of the gods, that's what they call it, yeah.
That's cool. So they did that. And then the next one they played was... they played hockey with a ball on fire.
Fuck!
Yeah, dude, they weren't even wearing shoes.
Oh my god.
They're wearing shin pads, that's it.
Well, I gotta protect your shit,
Dick was flopping, just kidding. And so the whole thing was they had to get the ball on fire into a pit of fire.
Oh, fire on fire.
And they're like playing hockey, like they're hitting it back and forth, they're stealing it from each other, like fucking flipping it in the air, they're trying to smack it down. I'm like, this is fucking intense, like this is really, really cool. And it's like, intermission. And then it just goes to the next...
They light the whole Coliseum on fire.
Yeah. Ah! And so then the next, like the rest of it is just like, from this island, this is music from this island. So it's just a bunch of music in Spanish. So I'm like, okay, first 2 songs is cool. And then for like the next hour, I'm like, I want to leave.
It was just Metallica.
I wish. That'd be dope. It was just like a bunch of like Spanish songs that just wouldn't end. And it was like, dude, they'd walk off the stage. Or they'd walk off the thing, and then they return immediately right after. I'm like, how you fuckers were leaving? Like, go!
This isn't just for laughs, get off the fucking stage.
Exactly.
I want you coming back for an encore.
Dude, they'd go, the lights would turn off, and then they'd show back again. And I'm like, fuck off.
It's a Mexican tradition.
Yeah.
Turn the lights off. Bring
Yes.
the band back.
So then that was the end of that, and then we had got home. We didn't go home till like fucking 11. I was so tired, because I was like, we were up at 7?
Yeah.
We left at 7, we were there fucking all day. And like, I'm like half asleep, and they had to stop off at like fucking 4 hotel or resorts before they got to ours.
Picking up people, right? Like in dropping people off.
Yeah, they're dropping people off at other. I'm like, holy fuck! And I'm like, this is gonna take forever. They have to get their baggage onto the bus. I'm like, because like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh wait, I'm like, no, there's no baggage on this bus. I'm like, what the fuck am I talking about? I was so tired. I thought they actually brought their own luggage on. Like how like you come, you bring your luggage. I thought, but you only bring like like a little bag.
Whatever you had with you.
So I legitimately thought they had luggage on the bus. And
Not like the time I left you on the bus.
Yeah, oh my god. Thanks for bringing that up again, asshole. Just kidding.
My friend!
My friend! That's my bus driver!
Stop driving, my friend's still on the bus.
Yeah.
Dude, I was just like, I got off, and I'm like, where the fuck's Michael? I'm like, Michael's still there.
Alright, we got a caller coming in. Hello? Caller number 1? Hello? Hi.
Thank you for calling Pod Fiction. How can we help today?
Are you guys recording?
Yes, we are.
Yes, you are. You're on the air right now, ma'am. Can you please talk?
Can you please talk?
Can you corroborate the story that you got scared by a pelican?
Yeah, I did.
I saw the picture. Looked very scary. How do you feel now that the pelican's actually the emperor of Mexico?
I was unaware of that.
That pelican had to make him a good president, I'll be honest.
He charged with fire in his eyes. What's up, man? So that was our first... No, that's not our first. That's our second caller of the show.
That is true. All of which have some relevance in Michael's life.
Correct.
I also got stuck in the interim. My fucking chair stuck on my phone charger. All right, we're good.
Yeah. So that was really about it. Like, we went home and I was fucking really pissed off and tired, and I knew we had to get up early the next day to go fucking deep sea fishing. Absolute nightmare. Someone on the boat got sick and passed out, and I got fucking really bad seasickness, like fucking horrible. Honestly, if you're planning on going for a fucking fishing in the ocean, take some type of medication that involves like non-seasickness pills, because whether you think it may happen or not, it's happening and you have literally no control over it.
That's right.
I thought I was like, okay,
mind over
I've been
matter.
on a boat. Exactly. I thought it was all in your head.
Yeah.
Like, if you get motion sickness, you're gonna get sick. This is fucking horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
It's literally getting tossed the fuck around like you're a ragdoll
Yeah.
for like whatever time you're there.
Yeah.
And you get sick immediately.
It doesn't pass either,
You
right?
literally feel your stomach fluid go up into your throat because you're moving so much.
That's fucked.
It's so hard.
Yeah, you can't control that. Like, that's just the way the boat's moving. Like, it's moving you.
Exactly, because we're hitting waves that were like 4 or 5 feet high constantly, and we're going against the grain. So it's like boom, like smashing us sideways, forward, backward. It was fucking insane. Immediately got sick. It was a fucking nightmare. I'm never gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Scariest shit I've ever been through.
I think it would be like easier on like a bigger boat, like
100%,
like you feel like the
100%,
waves
yeah.
less. Like I think
Also, the way they said it too was like, you're here to fish, you're not here to catch. So I'm pretty sure whatever, like once there was a fish on the hook, you didn't reel it in. They reeled it in.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? We don't fish.
Oh, I think
Or
what they
we
mean is
fish,
you
we
don't
don't
keep
catch.
the fish.
No,
Like,
you can keep the fish.
what? Then what's
Yeah.
the point?
I know. That's what I don't get. I'm like,
Why can't I reel the fish in? That's the fun part.
that's the whole fun. That's the fight's the best part. So I'm like, this is fucking. The whole thing was fucking garbage, and I had to sign a waiver saying like I couldn't get my money back. It's like, and then like literally like we're leaving, and this guy like chases us down, and he's like, "Yeah, I got this stuff for you because everything that happened. Here's some stuff because you guys weren't like allowed to like go for like the whole day or whatever." And so I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. And he's like, for you guys, for what happened, half off, $20. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, no, leave us alone. Like, we want to leave. Like, seriously.
Oh, he was trying to sell you
He's trying to
this.
sell us it. It was like a Corona bottle with our picture on it, which was actually really nice. And then 2 like really nice pictures. I'm like, why the fuck would I want to remember this day? And he's like, $10. I'm like, fuck, I need to give this guy something or he won't leave. So I'm like, here's $10.
Pop!
Yeah, whammy.
Now it's free.
Yeah. And so then like we left, and so we just relaxed the rest of the day, took it easy. Didn't really leave the room too much. Ordered some like room service. The room service kind of sucked. It's kind of decent. They had like this flank steak, which was like literally steak like this big that you could just tear apart with your hands.
Oh,
and
really?
Eat it. Well, you can cut it, but it's just easier to tear it apart.
But I'm a man.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't fucking use metal knives.
Exactly. They had pizza and it was so gross, man. It was like
Yeah.
on this little tortilla, and it was just really nasty. I'm like, oh, fuck, it tastes gross. And
It's not what I wanted.
exactly. But everybody at the resort, like all the workers, were like so nice. Like everybody was like, "Hey, how are you?" And stuff like that. But like, it's really sad, like how poor that country is. Though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you notice that, like whenever you try to buy, like they had like the last night they had people from like one of like the towns sell like a bunch of stuff. Like they set up shop, like a little convention.
Yeah.
So every booth had like something. But I was like, "Oh, how much like for this?" And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, no, thank you." Like, how much would you pay? So
Yeah.
like
Every time they always say that to you.
exactly.
Right?
So it was like $45, and like okay, how about like $40? How about $35? How about $40? And like Kelsey got really upset because she was just like, she's like, I feel so bad. Like they'll literally take anything because they're so poor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, like that's the country. Like it is really fucking sad because like the money that they make is not much.
No, and the money that's made there isn't their money. It's the people who like own the business.
Yeah, so then they get paid whatever. Yeah, exactly. We did buy like one thing from there. It was this little. It was like this surfboard that this guy hand painted. You know when you see those like videos of the people doing the spray paint art?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, like the like fucking yeah. I've seen
Yeah, they're
this.
like putting the cap and they're like spray paint around it. The guy does that.
That's fucking cool.
So we got like a board with like it was like a big tree and like one of the pyramids and like a sun and stuff and some like some of the ocean.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, so I was like, so this was like really late. So I'm like, oh, can you write like Michael and Kelsey on it? And so the guy did. He's like, how can you write the names for me so I can like write it properly? So I write it down, but the way I write a Y is kind of like looks like an S. So I put Kelsus.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so I'm like, sorry, it's Kelsey, not Kelsus. So he like had to like he like painted over it and stuff. And the way like he dries the paint is he takes a fucking lighter, which is like this long, lights it up, grabs a spray can,
heats it,
and just fucking fire everywhere. I'm like, he's like, can you stand back a little bit?
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Literal backpack on and like fucking blowtorch.
He's like, so like that was kind of like our last night. Kind of like sat by the beach and relaxed. There's a couple dinner stories if you want to hear them that we had were pretty interesting.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So probably one of the only times I legit got really mad was so we went to this
which
place,
is shocking for Michael. Keep that in mind.
Correct. It was called the Little Creperie.
I thought you were gonna like this story is called.
That'd be awesome. This story is called the Little Creperie.
Okay.
And so like Kelsey wanted to try this place because she likes crepes, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll go. So we went to like our room because you have to wear like a shirt for like all the restaurants, and I only had like a sleeveless shirt.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so I got dressed up and went down there, and so like we get seated, and so like we're like waiting, like they're not even filling our water up yet. And we're like, okay, it's been like 5 minutes, we haven't even got water. Like really, it's like the first thing to do.
Yeah.
There's like 3 waiters standing around, and so this family comes in, they sit down like right next to us, immediately all get water. And so Kelsey like stops like the receptionist or whatever, and she's like they already got like
water
served, and we've been here longer than they have. And she literally looks like at the wait or the
server.
The server looks at me like this, like no fucking idea what Kelsey just told her.
Oh, because she doesn't speak English.
Yeah, and I'm like, we haven't been served. And she's like, oh okay. So she gets the server and like gives us water and like takes our orders. So then we're waiting. It's like, honestly, dude, it's like 15 minutes at this time, and we're like, okay, like everybody's getting served here. And then I'm like, the table next to us, they've been here before we got here, and they like, I didn't see them order, and they're just getting their food now.
That's fucked.
Yeah, and then I'm like, Kelsey's like, the table that's beside us that got here after us, she's like, we'll get our food before them. I'm like, no, we won't get our food before them. Sure as shit. They start getting served their food. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me right now, right? And so I'm like, I'm out of water, and I'm like, I just kind of raised it up. I'm like, it would be nice to get some water, and like in kind of a rude way, like I kind of said it like that.
Yeah.
And so
you weren't saying it nicely.
Yeah. So I put it back down. The dude literally walks behind. Like we're not off in any corner. We're right in front of the place. Like right, like the food. Like we're like the guy's cooking here, we're sitting here, the family's right here. There's a bunch of people here. There's a bunch of people here. Like we're in the nucleus of this place.
Yeah,
like, you have to walk by us to go anywhere.
You're a fucking VIP.
Exactly.
Let's face facts. You got a VIP table with no VIP status.
So the guy walks by us, gives them water, and walks away from our table. Literally grabbed my napkin, threw it, and I'm like, nope, we're leaving. I literally got up, went to the buffet, served myself a fucking shit ton of food. It was fucking delicious.
Didn't pay for a thing.
God damn!
You're walking out. I'm gonna take this fucking crepe. Just take someone's crepe. Like, you don't worry.
I like beans too.
Oh fuck! When fucking Ice Cube starts fucking losing it.
Have a leg.
I said fucking the whole thing.
Yeah.
The buns, throwing the buns. Oh
fuck. And then our second food story. So we go to this Italian restaurant. And it's like super fancy, and the only thing I know on the menu is lasagna, and I'm like, cool, I dig lasagna, haven't ate that in a while, so I'm like, cool. So the guy like sits us down, and he gets us this fucking like this biscuit, like this fucking big dude. It's uncut, and gives us a steak knife. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Inside of it's your lasagna.
Yeah, I would love that. That'd be so cool.
Just hamming it up.
Yeah. So I cut the steak and it makes a fucking mess everywhere.
Breadcrumbs and fucking...
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what? This isn't even delightful. Like, this is stupid. And so, especially because the buffet that's next to him has fucking thousands of different styles of bread. This is the bread you give us?
This is like a nub.
Yeah. So, eat it, and I'm like, so we order lasagna, and Kelsey orders risotto and mahi-mahi, which is like a fish. So, she gets this fucking big thing of fucking mahi-mahi like that. And gets like a fucking bunch of, like a good sized portion of risotto. Yeah. The guy brings me a bowl this big with this much lasagna on it. Literally the size of a fucking individual brownie. I literally like look at him like, you're serious right now?
Did you say anything? Like, did you actually?
I didn't say anything. I was just in shock. I was like, I'm like,
am I sampling it before I get my actual portion? Because I'm a grown man.
And I'm like, Literally 3 bites, it was done.
That's so
I was like,
fucked.
I'm like, okay. And then I'm like watching Kelsey eat her food. She's like, do you want anything else? I'm like, that took 20 minutes to get this shit. I'm not ordering anything else.
That's so
She's like,
fucked.
we can go to the buffet if you want. And I'm like, yeah, sure, we can go to the buffet afterwards. Literally, after I was done, I'm like, I just want to go to the fucking room. I have like half a bag of chips in there. I'll be fucking fine.
I've seen things.
I drank so much pop on that trip too, dude.
What was your Papa choice?
Mostly Pepsi.
Yeah.
But there was like fucking like literally we had a mini bar and it was like stocked with pop every morning.
And that's just
every
like,
day.
it's all inclusive, right? So you can,
Yeah, exactly. So you drink as much as you want. Yeah.
Fuck
They always put like 2 beers in your fridge.
just if you want it.
Yeah, exactly. But I brought one home for Ev.
That's nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, that's mostly like most of my trip there. Nothing else like really too crazy.
And that's Mexico.
That's Mexico. That's an hour of Mexico.
Yeah, an hour of Mexico. Out of 10 stars, out of 10 Mexican chalupes, what would you rate this?
The trip, I'd probably like a 7.5. It was a lot of fun, a lot of stuff I like never saw before.
Yeah.
Which is always cool being out of like the country.
Mm. Have you ever left the country before
Nope.
this?
This is my first time out of the country.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was definitely like I'm the first one in my immediate family to leave the country.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I'm the only one in my immediate family has a passport.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. But man, like going from Mexico into Toronto is a fucking hassle. All
Yeah.
that custom shit you have to go through.
Yeah, yeah. Did they like go through your bag and stuff?
They go through everything, man.
Yeah.
They literally, like, you have to, like, so that you get a sheet that you fill out on the plane. So then you bring that sheet to somebody. But then you have to fill out another sheet before you go into that. And then you have to go see somebody. And then you have to go through that. And then you have to go to, like, another place to go check your bags. And then you gotta go through another place to go check the bags that you're bringing on the plane. And then you
Yeah.
gotta go check, like, another thing. And it's like,
I think it's
I was like, I literally just want to get on. I just want to get there. Like, fuck.
take my souvenirs.
I also spent
I want to go
$16
home.
in candy.
$16 in candy. Like for like mixed candy or
Mixed
like
candy, yeah.
Nice.
Me and Kelsey like found this candy place, and we're like, I started like putting a bag together. I'm like, cool, whatever. Like it was like a bunch of different candies. I'm like, awesome. Should snack out.
Yeah.
And so then like I grab like a bunch of candies, and Kelsey comes and she's like, I want some.
Yeah.
So then she starts piling her candies. I'm like, fuck, this is gonna cost a lot of money. Like, she's like, I'll pay half, and I'm like, okay, dope. And
So
so
it's
then
$32 of candy? Or you
it came up to $16, but
Oh,
like
okay.
split in half.
Gotcha.
But yeah, dude, I went to A&W before that, and I was like, I'll just get like a spicy chicken burger.
Yeah, yeah.
Worst mistake of my life.
'Cause
It was so fucking hot.
Oh.
My mouth was just on fire. I drank the entire drink, and I'm like, this is horrible. This is the worst fucking decision for me.
He's the fastest kid alive.
Exactly. But yeah, that is my story in Mexico.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm glad to have you back.
I'm glad to be back.
Me too. If you're wondering what I did all week, it was nothing.
It was
Because I
nothing.
was really bored
I
with
was sad.
Michael. I wrote a lot of Mexican ballads. Hopefully they came back yesterday like Mexican. Also, fact, Michael came back. It is not any more tan than he was when he left.
I didn't tan at all. I got a little bit of sunburn on my shoulders, but that's it. And let me remind you, I was out all day for 2 fucking days. I went on I went swimming in the ocean, went to an island. Like, it was hot as shit outside.
Yeah.
Did not tan. Did not tan.
And the worst part is, like, your arms that got
Yeah.
sunburned, there's hair there, so what does it matter?
And when I went to Escarret, all day, literally from like 8 o'clock when we got there to fucking 9 o'clock at night, I was outside wearing a sleeveless shirt. I'll literally show you the worst sunburn I have.
You don't even have a tan line.
I know.
How do you stay so consistently white?
I don't know.
It's actually kind of amazing.
I honestly was fucking very generous with the fucking suntan lotion though. I mean, I didn't want to burn.
Yeah.
I knew if I didn't put suntan lotion on like every 2 hours, I'd
You was
fucking
gonna
burn.
What SPF did you use?
50 plus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was not playing around.
I'm not fucking with nobody.
Dude, I was like putting it, and it was waterproof too.
Nice.
I wasn't fucking around.
That's right. $30 a bottle.
Yeah, dude, I put like aloe vera on like one night. Like it was
Just for safekeeping.
exactly just to like just be like, yeah, because Kelsey was bugging me. I'm like, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Just to be safe.
exactly. I'm fine.
All right, respect that.
I think
Respect
good.
that.
I think good.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. If you have any cool stories about your times abroad, let us know. If not, go fuck yourself. Michael, anything before we leave?
My dad's not gay.
That's true. His dad's not gay. And we have a whole article about it. MyDad'sNotGay.org. Look it up at your local library.
Yeah, my blog is doing really well.
32 views. All right. See you guys.
Thanks, guys.